What is up, YouTube? This is Chris, I'm Professional Dad, and I'm back with another knife video. Guys, I don't even know where to begin. It's absolutely crazy. You know, things work, things sometimes in life have a snowball effect. You know, there's a cause and effect type of thing that they teach in science. And I'm telling you right now, we are experiencing that here on this channel. Because of the kindness and generosity of Mike Kinzer, and Mike, I know you probably tired of hearing your name, but I'm not going to stop saying it because you deserve the recognition, all the recognition that you could ever get, because Michael was generous and he donated this McNeese that we're giving away on the channel. And because of that, it has taken off like wildfire. I have had person after person emailing me, hey, where can I send this? I'm donating a knife. Hey, where can I send this? I'm donating this. Hey, where can I send this? I'm donating that. Hey, where can I send this? I'm donating these. And let me just tell you, there is some cool stuff coming in from some really good people. Now, I'm not saying this because I'm asking for people to send stuff in. Nobody needs to. I'm good. We're going to continue going on just like we always do. Nobody needs to send anything in. Now, if it's something that you're led to do and you just like the fact that everybody's doing this right now and it's something that you want to be a part of, by all means, reach out to me. I'll tell you where to send it and I will give it away. And we can keep that train rolling around the bend. But nobody needs to feel pressured. That's not what this is about. I'm just saying that because of the start of this process, now more and more people are doing it, and I'm really excited. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome. The comments and the acts of kindness that people are committing to doing, the donations to wounded warriors and to food pantries, and helping neighbors in their yards, and people helping their moms with eye surgeries, or their grandmothers and their grandmothers' pets, and going and sitting with people that need it. You know, guys taking time and saying, hey, you know what, I'm going to give my wife a break and I'm going to do the dishes tonight, or I'm going to do my wife's chores for a month, or whatever. Which that's kind of, you know, it's kind of selfish if you ask me. You know, you're doing your wife's dishes, you might be getting payback already, and karma might not need to give you nothing. Just joking. It is what it is. Those acts of kindness are awesome. It's taken off. It's been amazing. The response has been better than I could have hoped for. But, you know, all these nights, I can promise you and commit to you guys one thing. Anything that you guys send to me, I'm going to give away. Now, somebody is sending a couple things, and I'm telling you, I'm not spoiling it. You're going to wait, and trust me. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. He is sending one thing that he asked me to keep specifically for myself. It ain't a knife, and I told him I would. Normally, I would absolutely be like, no, if it comes in, I'm giving it away. But because I was asked specifically, hey, this is for you, I want you to have this, I'm going to keep it, and I will keep it and cherish it forever. And one day when I'm dead and gone, my boys will have it. And so there you go. Now, the reason why I'm saying all this is to say thank you, but also because I've got a few knives that I want to review today. Now, I've got 3 knives. 2 of them I'm just going to review that I've had for a few days, and I want to do a review on them. They are really cool knives. These were not donated to the channel, but before I do, I want to do this one. Now, this one was donated to the channel by Mike's Knives. He has a channel here on YouTube. I'll link him in the description. He has a great channel. He does really cool stuff, and I would recommend that everybody go and check out his, you don't have to, but I would ask that you do, check out his channel. And if you're not a subscriber, give him a sub and help him out. It doesn't cost anything just to hit that subscribe button and help him out. It takes 2 seconds to do, and you might make somebody's day. But he didn't ask me to promote his channel. He did not ask me for anything. He just wanted to do an act of kindness. And he said, hey, will you give this away? Now, I do not mean this in disrespect. Well, actually, let me just go ahead and show the knife, and then I'll get on with it. And you'll understand what I mean by no disrespect. But I can't find this knife on Blade HQ or anything, so it might be discontinued. I had to find it on Civivi's website. And it is the Civivi Chronic. This is a really cool little knife. I'm gonna be honest, when I first saw the picture of it, I didn't think that it would be my style of knife. And ultimately, honestly, it's not my style of knife. This isn't the kind of knife that I would normally carry because it's so small and my hands are so big. I mean, they swallow this thing up. But it's got a couple things going for it. Number one, it's purple. And I like purple. I like pink. I wear pink on my shirts all the time. But purple's cool. This is purple G10. It's got a purple G10 spacer. It's got full steel liners. Hold on, go tell Elijah I'll be right out. Sorry, you guys know the deal. Full steel liners. The pocket clip is reversible. Left hand or right hand. Screws are inset into the handle, so there's no catching on your hem of your pocket or anything. It's got a very nice hollow grind on this blade with the clip point. Now they're probably calling this a drop point, but it's a clip point. It is a liner lock. I love these type of handles right here. Not these small narrow handles, but these handles with the straight lines. And I say that all the time in my videos. You've seen me or heard me say it before. I like the straight lines. Why? Because when you have finger choils or different contouring to the handles, it basically dictates how the handle needs to be held. It tells you how to hold it, what position to hold it, and sometimes it doesn't leave a lot of room for different types of grips. Well, when you have straight lines, a very ergonomically neutral type of handle, you can decide how you want to hold it. It's not telling you. There is no, it doesn't have a finger choil, so you can, get your grip a certain position. You can do whatever you want. It's nice sometimes to have a way like a finger choil so you can index your grip and get a good grip. And because they designed the knife and they know how it's designed to be held with the best performance. But knives like this, I like, because they're usually going to feel good in the left hand or right hand because they're straight lines. They're usually going to feel in different grips. They're going to feel good and allow you to hold it in different ways. Ultimately, I like straight lines. That's what I'm getting at. I like hollow grinds because hollow grinds, in my opinion, are the best, sliciest blades there are. I know that the flat grinds are great and the geometry matters and stuff like that a lot. And ultimately, that is true. But hollow grinds are supposedly the sliciest blades there are. There's an exception to every rule, obviously. But I like a hollow grind. I like a hollow grind a lot. Some of my favorite, I just like hollow grind. I talk about it all the time with knives that have a hollow grind. I think they look cool. I think they feel cool. I think they slice really well. They cut easily. This is this is just a really cool little knife. Again, not normally my style, but it's a great gentleman's knife. It's an executive style knife. Now, some guys might say no way because it's got a purple handle. It's not for me, and I would completely understand that because some guys just don't like pink and purple. But it is what a lady might like this. A younger person might like this a lot. Somebody that is into different colors. Somebody that's got a different color car and they're trying to build an EDC kit to match their car, or they just like colors and bright stuff. Nothing wrong with it. Again, orange, pink. I like blue's my favorite color. Go big blue, by the way. So I like it. Now you might be asking me, actually no, you haven't asked me because that was in the previous video, because I tried shooting this video 4 times but my kids kept interrupting me. Okay, so there's somebody in the knife community called Jimmy Crow. Now Jimmy Crow is somebody that I don't know anything about, and that's what I was meaning a while ago. I don't mean any disrespect. I don't know who Jimmy Crow is, and I don't mean that in any level of disrespect, because apparently he's a legit big time dude. Like, he does a lot of really cool quality stuff. I've only been collecting for a short period of time, so I'm still learning people, and I'm learning brands and models and different makers and people that do aftermarket stuff. And apparently Jimmy Crow is really awesome, and I would love to, if you're watching this, Jimmy Crow, I don't mean it disrespectful, I would love to learn about you. I would love to see some of your work. But Jimmy Crow, done the anodizing of the hardware on this, the pivot, the screws, the pocket clip, decarry pocket clip. Now normally this stuff was all stainless. It just looks stainless, just like the blade. But he anodized this stuff with that flamed look. So it looks really cool. It's just his little signature. He didn't do much to it. He just did a little bit, enough to where he can say, hey, this has got the Jimmy Crow touch to it. And this knife will be given away this Tuesday. What will that be? April the 25th or something like that, I think. Whatever it is. Something like that, 24th, 25th, 2025. I go live at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Every Tuesday from here on, I go live every Tuesday at Eastern. Every Tuesday from here on, I go live at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I will get it out in a minute. And this is one of the knives that we will be giving away this week. Now, really quick, I'm just going to read you off some stats on this knife because I can't find it anywhere. So that's what makes me think it might be sold out or discontinued, because I can't find it anywhere. I can't even. Usually, even when a knife is discontinued, you can find it on Blade HQ. It ain't there. I can't find it anywhere, but I can find it on Civivi. Okay, this is the Civivi Chronic. The overall length is 7.32 inches with the blade length of 3.22 inches. Closed length is 4.10 inches. The weight of this knife is 2.5 ounces. The blade material, 9CR. Which I see a lot of 9CR from them, like your the Syncut high racks and stuff like that. Civivi and Syncut does a lot of stuff in 9CR. They do really good stuff in 9CR. It has a 58 to 60 Rockwell chart. Let's see. Tip up, left or right. Okay, it's got the pivot is caged steel ball bearing. So steel ball bearing. Wow, customer reviews. What? Every customer review on Civivi is a 5.0. Every one is a 5 stars out of 5 stars. Now, there's not many reviews, but the reviews that are there, they're all 5-star. So that's pretty daggone cool. Very comfortable knife to carry. I agree. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not going to read those. Those are just basic general reviews. But ultimately, a nice knife. I like it. This would be a good EDC knife. This would be a good knife for somebody's desks, for somebody's... you could do food prep with this. You could do whatever. Like I said, an office knife, executive knife, a gentleman's knife, an EDC knife. This thing is so... It just has so many different uses. As long as you don't mind purple, which hopefully you don't, because I like it. This is a good knife right here. This is a good knife. And it was retailing for $57. And they apparently had a lot of colors when they were out, but I guess they're all sold out. But they had a lot of different colors when these was available. $57. Now I don't know what the Jimmy Crow touch does for it, but it's apparent. You can tell it's never been sharpened or anything. It's brand new, and it is razor blade sharp. Again, don't have actually. Yes, I do. Oh yeah. Oh yes. That's me. I'm telling you guys, I can't cut paper. I can't do it. I don't know why I struggle so bad to cut paper. A brand new knife, razor blade sharp, and I struggle to cut paper. It just blows my mind. All right, so you get all the typical stuff with this Civivi, but remember, guys, Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I will be giving that away. Thank you, Mike's Knives. Go check him out. give him a follow, subscribe to his channel. He does awesome stuff. And again, he did not ask for this. He just wanted to do an act of kindness and say, hey, let's pay it forward. Let's do giveaways. Let's help everybody grow their collections. That's all I want to do. I just want to help somebody grow their collection and enjoy a good knife. I was like, dude, spot on. You got it. I'll give it away. He didn't even ask me to tell anybody it was him. He might not even want me to think. Actually, yeah, I probably should ask him. But regardless, all right. So here's the next knife. Now, these knives I did show on my live show the other night, just for a second. I've had these for a couple days, 5 or 6 days, but I haven't used them or anything like that. I've just literally, I opened them and I showed them on the live stream, then put them back in the box, and they've been sitting here on my desk. So I do know what they look like. I know what they feel like, but I haven't really checked them out really any because I wanted to save that for this video. But I do know what they look like and feel like. I have held them and stuff like that, just to be transparent. So that initial first experience of getting them out of the bag and knowing how much I like them, that's kind of gone. But it is what it is. Now, they're both Kubeys. I got a fixed blade and a folder. And this one is so close. It's not Master Sergeant like my good friend on here, but it's Master Chief. This is the Kubey Master Chief. And this is a sweet, sweet knife. This thing is awesome. I don't even know how to tell you guys how much I like this knife. Like, I held it one time and I was like, holy smokes, I can't wait to do a review. And then it's just sitting here. I haven't done a review. I will, actually, I'll get into this here in a minute. All right, so it's got micarta handles. It's got full steel liners. It's another one that's got a deep carry pocket clip with the screws inset into the handle. And you can do left hand or right hand. Now, it's tip up only because it is a liner lock. It does have a flipper right there. There are no thumb studs or a thumb hole. It's just a thumb flipper. It does have jimping up there, and it is not micro jimping, but it's not super aggressive jimping. It's right there, that middle of the road, that's probably going to be more universally appealing for a broader range of people because it's enough to get that good, like, it's got the traction. Your thumb is in place, but I like that super aggressive, deep chunks taken out. But it is what it is. They can't make every knife like that. The blade is extremely, extremely cool. Look at this. This is a sheep's foot, Warncliffe, reverse Tonto. I don't, drop point. What are they going to call this? I'm anxious to see. I've not looked yet. I looked the knife up, but did not look at the stats. I'll do that here in a second with you guys. It has a full flat grind. This thing is extremely, extremely sweet. It's got a thin blade. The geometry is really nice. Now, this is going to be a slicer. This is going to be one heck of a slicer. And when I say it is sharp, it is hair popping sharp. I mean, oh, hair popping sharp. This thing is, I mean, it's every bit as sharp as that Civivi right there. I mean, this thing is sweet. What an awesome knife. Now, before I read you the stats, I'm going to tell you though, I love everything about this knife except for one thing. This right here. I do not like this at all. I love this knife except for this. And because of this, I would not be able to carry this knife because it feels terrible in my hand. It is so extreme, from so wide to so narrow in such a short period of time. These fingers are very far apart and these fingers are trying to be really close together, and it's an awkward feeling. It creates a hot spot right here that does not feel good in my fingers. Now, if that was less pronounced, if there was less of, if it was a more gradual dip and not so severe like You know, you're going through it's like you're riding a daggone roller coaster here for your fingers. That is, and some people are going to like that. Some people are going to think it feels great in the hand. They're going to like it. Now, if you cant your hand to the side and stuff, it feels, but then it feels uncomfortable. You can't hold a knife for this for very long. There's only certain cuts that you can do with this. This is basically a piercing or a slicing type. This is not a cutting type grip. It does not feel good in my hand at all. And I mean, it feels very uncomfortable. And that's only after a couple seconds. If I held this for any decent amount of time, it would be terrible. It would hurt my hands. And it hurts me to say this because this knife is so daggone awesome in every other way. How wide it is right here, or I should say how thick it is and how wide it is right here. Everything. The deep carry pocket clip, this blade. The blade reminds me of a really thin, different style of tip, but like a big old 80-10 type blade. 80-10 type of blade, style of blade, you know, just a massive big old blade. This thing is awesome. I love this blade. It's fantastic. It drives me crazy that handle is like that. I don't know what they were going for. And I'm sure that there's somebody out there who that's going to feel great in your hand, but I'm telling you right now, I don't like it one bit. It feels terrible in my hand. And it kills me to say that because of how awesome this knife is. I'll tell you this, it feels, and I hate to say this, it feels terrible enough to where now that I know this, I would not buy this knife again. Just because I know I wouldn't be able to carry it and use it because it would just hurt my hands too much. So know that going into it, if this is something that you like at all. Now the look of it is awesome. The Master Chief liner lock with green micarta, it comes in at $64 too, so that's not bad. All right, it's 8.11 inches in overall length with the 3.43 inch blade. It's AUS 10 blade steel. It's better than AUS 8. It's AUS 10, so you're going to get some decent edge retention, decent toughness. Corrosion resistance is middle of the road. But the big thing is it's going to be super easy to sharpen, easy to take care of, easy to hone the blade. AUS 10 is not a bad steel, especially for budget price of $64. I've got a lot of AUS 10 blades, and it does fine for me. I mean, it might not have the best edge retention in the world, but it's okay. I mean, it is what it is. Has a 59 to 61 Rockwell chart number, and that's going to be a lower number because it's AUS 10, so it's going to be designed to take some beating and abuse, you know, toughness. They're calling it a reverse Tonto with the flat grind, and it's a stone wash finish, and you can see the stone wash there clearly. Micarta steel liners, 5.08 ounces. Wow, this has got some weight. Left hand or right hand tip up only. It's on bearings. I figured that because the action is so good. Does that say? I have never heard this before. Keanu Alfaro is the designer of this knife. Keanu Alfaro. Keanu means cool breeze over the mountain in Hawaiian. That is, and I did not Google that in advance. I did not know that already. I know that because Keanu Reeves is like a massive movie star, and I love his stuff. I am a big fan of Keanu Reeves. Do you know why I'm a big fan of Keanu Reeves? And it ain't because of his movies. I mean, yeah, I'm a fan of Keanu Reeves because of his movies. Who is not? John Wick, come on. Point Break? The Matrix? No. Scratch all that. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Mic drop. Come on. Now, Bogus Journey was a little bit hit or miss, but Excellent Adventure, if you were in the 80s, you knew about the phone booth. Let me just tell you. 69, dude. I mean, what a great movie. I love that. Talking about taking me back. But yeah, The reason that I like Keanu Reeves so much is because he is an epically kind and gracious and generous dude. He is just a good person. All these Hollywood people, you hear so many things about him behind the scenes, and it don't matter how cool they are and how nice they come off. Eventually, we see it right now with the Hollywood couple, and one of them is a Marvel superstar, and he is supposed to be like one of the nicest guys ever, and we see it right now all over the internet how he's being dragged through the mud because apparently he ain't what he's presented himself. Now, I'm not going to judge him. I'm going to still think of him as exactly what I think he is, which is a super nice guy, because you can't believe the tabloids. So, but you've never heard anything bad about Keanu Reeves. Why am I talking about Keanu Reeves right now? I'm doing a daggone knife video. Anyways, Keanu Alfaro is the designer. That is a cool name. I've never heard anybody besides Keanu Reeves named Keanu. That is cool. Keanu Alfaro is the designer of this Master Chief. Keanu, you make a really great knife with the exception of the handle. I like this thing. If you could fix that, this would be one of my favorite, hands down. This would be one of my favorite budget knives. No question. I like this knife in every way except for that. And that's deflating because, man, I really like this. If that handle was just wider right there, this would be perfect. This would be so... I love the 8010. I talk about the 8010 all the time, how it's got so much pocket time for me because of how big it is. This is just a lighter budget style. Not as tough or anything like that. And I got the, you know what I mean, just size. Awesome knife. Now, the fixed blade, this thing, I did not know that Kubey made fixed blades like this. Kid's toy. This daggone fixed blade, I held it once when I first opened it, and then I showed it on camera the other day. This is one of the coolest fixed blades. I've got fixed blades. And it is called the Golf EDC. Look at this daggone knife. I mean, look at that jimping. You got two different styles of jimping right there. Two different valleys. One for your thumb right here, or you can choke up and put your thumb right here. Either way, this has got multiple grips. And when I say that this handle is comfortable, this handle feels good in the hand, especially with that thumb in that valley right there, that little dip. Oh, this thing feels awesome. This knife feels like it's ready to go to work. This is a tactical knife. It is a EDC knife. This is awesome. I mean, this thing is fantastic. G10 handles. It's got a big hole right here for the lanyard. It's got a nice little sharpening tool and everything there. Just look at that swedge right there on top. Boom. Look at that. This thing is insane. This thing is insane. It's got a Kydex sheath with one of these clips on the back that more and more knives are, especially fixed blades, are all coming with these nowadays. And you can turn them and reverse them and stuff. Excellent retention. Excellent retention. I mean, it fits so good in that handle and it ain't going nowhere. This is an awesome, awesome knife. Look at that grind work. Now this is a Tonto style, or they're going to call it a Tonto or a reverse Tonto. I don't know. It qualifies for both. You could do Tonto or reverse Tonto, either one, and both's going to be right. This is insane. I love this thing. Here's the deal. $64 for this. And that's not on sale. This is $64. What? You can get it with a natural G10 and a black blade, or you can get it with a black G10 and a bead blasted blade. Let's go over some stats. It's 7.48 inches in overall length with a 3.07 inch blade. It's AUS 10 blade steel, again. 59 to 61 Rockwell chart, again. Tonto style. Flat grind, bead blasted finish. G10 handles. 5.26 ounces in weight. Of course, it's ambidextrous. It's a fixed blade. Kydex sheath. Golf EDC is the model, and it's made in China, and it's for everyday carry, obviously. This knife is outstanding. I'm trying to think of all of my Kaisers, my Tenables, my Civivis. Trying to think of all of my knives over there in that $50 to $100 range. Vosteeds. Trying to think of all of them. Yeah, no question. I mean, it can't compare to the mink. Nothing can compare to the Vosteed mink. The Vosteed mink is the best knife, in my opinion, in that price range for EDC that there is. Now, I'm not talking about for survival. I'm not talking about for bushcraft. I'm talking about just for EDC. The Vosteed mink is the king, in my opinion, and I'm probably wrong. You guys know how I feel about that. The Vosteed mink is it. But outside of the Vosteed mink, yeah, I'm going to take this over every single one of those over there. This is awesome. You got to feel this in your hand. This thing feels phenomenal. It's excellent. What a daggone. And maybe it feels so good in the hand because this one feels so bad in the hand. So I'm going from this to this, and this is a lot more comfortable. So my mind is just being a little tricked because of how uncomfortable this handle is. I'm going to be, I keep going back to this knife. I'm going to be honest with you. I wish that they would change the handle because this would be an awesome, amazing. I would love this knife. I would carry this knife all the time. This knife would get so much EDC pocket time for me if they would change that handle. That probably doesn't mean anything. I'm a nobody. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I would carry that a lot if it was a different handle. This knife, the fixed blade is outstanding. I love this thing. This is awesome, guys. You want a good fixed blade knife in that $64 range? AUS 10, easy to sharpen, easy to maintain, decent edge retention, decent toughness, decent corrosion resistance, good grind work, great handle. It feels good in the hand. Great Kydex sheath. All in all, this is a fan. And let me tell you, another one that is, I mean, look at this. Hair popping, sharp. Just like this Kubey right here. The only thing I don't want to do is, I'm so bad at daggone cutting paper. Watch. Oh, okay. There we go. See, I get 2 cuts and I start feeling good about myself. Let me see this one. I don't know what I'm doing wrong cutting paper. It should be just gliding right through it as sharp as this is. I mean, this is razor blade sharp. Both of these are. I don't understand why it's not doing it. I just can't cut paper, guys. If anybody knows what I'm doing wrong, I would love to find out what I'm doing wrong. Am I holding the wrist wrong or what? Because I struggle more to cut paper than anybody I've ever seen. I'm like a kindergartner in school trying to make a snowman, and it comes out looking like the Keebler elf. I don't know. Yeah. It is what it is. So ultimately, here's the deal. Give this a try if you want. You're probably going to think it feels different in the hand because everybody has different grips and different feelings. It looks awesome. Awesome. I just can't give it my thumb of approval. I don't very often say a knife don't feel good in the hand, and this one hurts my hand bad because of the way that feels. So as much as I like it, I can't give it my thumb of approval. This one though, I sure can. That is a daggone awesome knife, and it's so heavy. I would have definitely thought it weighed more than 5.26. It feels way more heavy than that. That can't be right. I mean, this is heavy. 5.6 ounces or 2.6 ounces. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting ready to come out. I'm getting ready to come out. Just give me a second. All right, guys. The little one's call. All right, I'll give you a hug and kiss in just a second. I'm coming. All right, guys. So anyways, that's it for this video. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the knives you guys are giving and sending in. And like I said, and paying this forward. We'll keep this train rolling as long as everybody wants to. But I'm not asking anybody, please don't send anything in, especially if you're just wanting to do it to be a part of this process and you can't afford to. Do not do that and put yourself in that kind of bind. We all know that everybody would if they could. So don't feel like you've got to keep up with the Joneses. We're all a community, whether we're donating a knife to this giveaway process or not. Don't do that. We're all in this together. We are all in this together. So I appreciate everybody. All of my premium members, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Remember, guys, the Knife of the Month giveaway is that Cold Steel Engage, brand new, the 3.5 inch in S35VN. That's going to be given away. I'm going live the last day of the month here in March, and I will go live at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I will give that knife away to one person on that live. If you want to be a part of that giveaway, you do not have to join to be a premium member if you don't want to, but if you want to be a part of that Knife of the Month giveaway for that Cold Steel Engage, you have to be a premium member. If you join and you're joined at tier 1, you get one name in the hat, because this is not a random comment generator that we do to pick the Knife of the Month giveaway. This is a name in the hat drawing, because there's levels to the giveaway. If you join at tier 1, you get one name in the hat in a drawing. If you join at tier 2, you get 3 names in the hat. If you join at tier 3, you get 5 names in the hat. The money does not go to me. It all goes back into knives, going back to you guys as premium members. So if you join at tier 1 at $2 a month, $24 a year, you get 12 chances at knives, and every knife will be $100, $150, $160 in value at least, but guaranteed to be at least $100 in value, always, for $24 a year. 12 chances a year at least $100 knife. That's pretty good odds. And if you join tier 3, that's 5 chances a month at a $100 knife. But again, I appreciate everybody that's viewers, members, subscribers, whatever. I appreciate you guys. Thank you all. Whether we're in a knife giveaway or not, remember, do an act of kindness. Show somebody something nice. Do it for your own soul. It will help you. It will make you feel good. Stack those karma deck chips in your deck. Stack them in your favor, because the world and the universe has a way of paying you back. Trust me. It is what it is. I'm Chris, the Unprofessional Dad. I wish all of you sharp knives and happy lives. I'm going to go in here and get some love from my little man in here who's said, Dad, I want to give you a hug and kiss. I think that's what he said. He might have said something else, but I don't know. That's what I'm going to hope for. So we'll see you guys later. I appreciate it, guys. I'm Chris, the Unprofessional Dad, and I'll see you in the next one.